I'm Ian Sanders and welcome to Pioneering Spirit. Now, what makes true greatness? Is it having a great idea, those eureka moments that we have, whether you're in the bath or scribbling an idea on the back of a bit of paper? Or is it about having the tenacity, the sheer bloody mindedness, not just to have a good idea, but to put it into practice? Or perhaps it's about that being in the right place at the right time, that mixture of opportunity and luck. Today I'm going to meet 5 people, 5 very different people with different stories. They come from a mixture of disciplines: food, drink, fashion, science and technology. And like me, they're all members of Courvoisier, the Future 500 network. They've all got different stories to tell, but what unites them is their real pioneering spirit, that sense of doing something new and just doing it and getting on with it. I'm going to go and meet them, find out how they did it. I'm here with our first guest of the day, Neil Fairbrother. Thanks for joining me for breakfast, Neil.
Thank you.
And Neil runs a business called Pod3 TV, and I think we can guess maybe a bit of the title in terms of what the actual business does. But tell me, what's the business all about?
We're a television company. We make television shows which we distribute as commercially sponsored video podcasts, which can be downloaded for free and can be watched on Macs, PCs, video iPhones and video iPods, and Apple TV as well.
And what I understand about the business makes it a bit different from how things used to be done in the old days, is that you're creating the content, you're also distributing it, and also you bring brands and advertisers to the table as well. So how does that side of things work?
That's right. We use the internet, obviously, for distribution. We don't broadcast. All of that stuff is now redundant. We not only create our content, as you rightly said, we also create the adverts that go into our content, or we can repurpose existing television adverts and drop those into our content as well. We don't mind one way or the other.
You've had a lot of success in that relatively short time you've been established. What do you put the success down to?
It's a number of things. Certainly the passion is there. Myself and my team are hugely passionate about what we do. We have an absolute belief that this is the way ahead for TV. We're in the right place at the right time, and clearly the future for web TV, for television, is the internet, because it's so convenient for everyone. You can watch what you want, when you want to watch it, and in our case, on whatever you want to watch.
So there's a lot there.
There's a lot there, yeah.
Well, best of luck with it all.
Thank you very much,
for
Ian.
breakfast.
Cheers. Many thanks. Cheers.
Thank you. So I'm here with Sam Bomper. Sam, thanks for joining us this morning. Now, if I was going to meet you at a dinner party or whatever, what do you do? How do you answer that kind of eternal question? You know, what do you do?
I think it depends who you're sitting next to start
Right.
with. But the general answer we get is an architectural foodsmith. So focusing on food and architecture, the interrelationship between the two. The main event of it all is jelly.
No, sure, jelly. This is what this man's about, and in fact,
Get in.
you are a jelly monger. That's right, isn't it?
Exactly. So we make exquisite jellies.
What was the starting point for that? For not just the jelly, but the architectural foodsmith stuff. You know, at what point did you think, hang on, I'm going to start doing something different? Because your background was in PR, right? You were in property PR.
My business partner is a fully trained architect.
Right.
And we've both had this sort of shared interest in very fine food for a long time. And we said, right, what should we do? Let's do something really fun for the summer. Let's just make the best jellies in the world.
You've been enormously successful in a relatively short space of time. What do you put that success down to? What's it about?
You know, jelly itself sells just because it's such a sort of magical material. It just looks really, really impressive. And then we've had an incredible amount of support as well. And you know, the success just wouldn't have come at all if we hadn't sort of tapped into a number of really powerful networks, such as the Courvoisier Future 500, which has been very, very helpful in just opening doors for us. So, you know, in the past month alone, we've worked with Lord Rogers and Lord Foster, and getting these brilliant architects to apply their design minds to the very, very serious product of jelly. Yeah. But you know, and again, sort of in the world of cooking, I met some brilliant chefs, and I'm currently working with Heston Blumenthal on his latest series, just on a segment on jellies. So it's, you know, it's incredible for us.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck with it, and really good to see you. Thanks a lot, Sam. Thanks for joining me for lunch, David.
You're welcome.
Now, David is an innovator. He's currently juggling R&D for a defence organisation with running your own business and also what you build, other weirdness. So let's try and get to the bottom of all that. What's it all about? How do you sum up, you know, what David Fryer does and what you are?
If you ask anyone I work with, Ian, they'd say that I interfere a lot. I do everything from electronics to computer software. I look at old technologies and how you can recycle those for emerging countries. I'm working with events agencies, software startups, retail startups, brand identities, how you can do psychology online to assist people in their purchasing habits, a whole raft of different things.
And primarily, though, you're an inventor, you're a scientist. I mean, how do you kind of set your stall out with that? Or it sounds like it's pretty broad.
It's pretty broad. I'm an innovator. I tend not to do invention. Invention is first principles. What I look for is interesting things across different disciplines, different divides, and I work out how I can put those together in unusual ways to achieve something that's really worthwhile and unexpected.
Right. And you've got your own business, which you kind of, run on the side of working for other people and doing contracts for other
Indeed.
organisations.
I have had an operating company for about the last 7 or 8 years that has taken some ideas that I have and keeps that as intellectual property rights so I can reuse it later. I'm involved with a number of other smaller organisations and startups. I keep an eye on various emerging technologies and capabilities and try and turn those things into businesses for people.
Great. And what do you think your success has been down to? You've achieved success in your field, or really in your fields.
I'm incredibly passionate. I learned a long time ago that you need to give up on sleep. I tend to be driven purely by coffee and curiosity.
Right.
That's really the driving factor, to get to a point where you understand lots of different things and you can apply them in lots of different ways, and where you're prepared to ignore the rules and take risks.
Sure.
That's the key thing, and to be passionate about it is everything.
Well, best of luck with it all. Good to meet you.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
Dave.
much. Nice to meet you.